Good morning, welcome to GrainTV. It's September 5th, 2012. I'm Logan Burgess. To my right is Brock Shimona. Brock, let's jump into fire tip here. Looks like we have the grains selling off here in the early going. Soybeans, the leader to the downside there on the November contract. Outside markets are relatively calm here this morning. Dollar index not moving a lot. We have crude oil selling down about $1 a barrel here. We could be seeing some harvest pressure start. What are we kind of looking at from a technical aspect right now on this new crop corn contract?
Yeah, technically on corn, we did fall below the 20-day moving average, that green line coming in, and we also did fall below the $8 level right after the pit opened this morning.
Right.
We're actually down about 10 cents right now. A couple areas of support that I'm looking at. I'm looking at support in the 787 area, and then further support will be in the 770 area, right where that 50-day moving average is coming in, the blue line, and off the lows being printed back a few days ago. So I'm just looking at support at 787 today. If we fall below that, look at support again at 770.
All right, certainly. It'll be important to watch, too, if we can close below $8 on that contract. We'll be tweeting about that all day as the markets trade here. If we take a look at new crop soybeans, you can see they've been on quite a run here, really the leader of the upside here over the last couple weeks. And right now, kind of retesting this 1750 area. So a couple interesting levels of support right now developing in the soybean, or technically on the soybean contract. We're looking at November here. And as you can see, we do have an area of support here expected from this 20-day moving average. You know, is it going to go down that far? I'm not sure if it's going to be able to, given how strong the fundamentals are in this market. Yesterday, we saw a lot of bear spreading in the soybean complex in general. And certainly this contract should be supported, but eyes are really going to start watching the Brazil crop as we move forward for the more deferred contracts. That's kind of what we're looking at there out of soybeans from a technical aspect. Brock, I know you took a look at yesterday's crop conditions in progress. What are we looking at there?
You know, I think we are seeing a little bit of harvest pressure come into the markets this morning. We did see harvest for corn. The progress is about 10% complete. That's 4% ahead of what the record pace was in 2010, 6%. But we also have mature levels of about 41%, well ahead of where we were last year at 15% and the 5-year average of about 16%. So I think we're going to see harvest pressure come into the market here in the next 7 or 10 days as the maturity levels continue to increase and the harvest levels continue to increase. As far as soybeans are concerned, we're dropping leaves currently, about 19% complete on the dropping leaf stage. Last year we were about 5%, and the 5-year average is about 19%. So we're quite a bit ahead of pace as well for a soybean crop. Let's just take a look at the charts here, see what we look like from a visual depiction standpoint. You can see here the corn maturity, the red line, we are quite a bit ahead of the 5-year pace and the pace of 2011, the blue line. And for dropping leaves on soybeans, the red line, quite a bit ahead of where we were on average, or should be on average, and where we were last year, the blue line, as far as soybeans are concerned for this time of year. You know, last week we got Hurricane Isaac was a big concern for the market, looking for some moisture to come into the Midwest area. We did get some beneficial moisture from Hurricane Isaac. Logan, what are we looking at there?
Yeah, if we take a look here at some maps provided by Planalytics here this morning, as you can see here, specifically for the state of Missouri, which has been very hard hit by this drought this summer, it looks like subsoil moistures did improve there quite substantially here over the last couple days, as Isaac has dropped 3 to 4 inches of rain across that area. In terms of is this in time for the corn and soybean crop, not really. That crop, as you said, especially this year with how early this crop has matured, a lot of it's already starting to get taken out of the fields down south. One crop, though, that it will be helping out is the winter wheat crop. I think we're getting a little bit of pressure in the wheat market here related to that, as people, the expectations for the 2012-13 crop are already starting to get fired up here. But certainly helping things out there in eastern Kansas, eastern Oklahoma with the rain. They certainly need it, so it's good to see that. That's kind of what we're looking at here, though. We'll be tweeting as these markets trade live the rest of the day. At GrainTV is where you can find us on Twitter. I think that kind of wraps up our show here for today. Brock, thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.